Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So I look a little bit more festive. I just did this look. It'll be on my Instagram by now, but I really liked it. I wanted to film. We're gonna be talking about Christmas anyways, so yeah. Today actually we're gonna be discussing my gift ideas. Now, I tried to move past the like candles, throw blankets, wine of it all, you know, the basics, the necessities, the things that you give, the pajamas, the things that you give for Christmas. Try to step a little bit further out of that. So I've got stuff for 3 categories specifically. I've got beauty. These categories revolve around me. So I got beauty, I've got your inner child, and I got your outer adult. So if you're interested in seeing what I got or what I have or ideas I have regarding gifts this year, then stay tuned.
So come on, give me love. I'ma show you how to move with my body. Come hit me with your touch and make me wanna say.
See, I want to start with inner child, but like we can start with beauty. So in terms of what you can get for beauty, now some things I will have in hand, some things I don't have in hand, but these are all things that I either have or have used. So if you're shopping for an avid makeup lover, it's hard to pick anything complexion wise because you would have to then know what their complexion is, their skin type is, all of that. So I would stick towards the colorful things. Now, things like blush and lipstick are still a little bit difficult because you kind of need to know their undertones and their style and like what type of look they go for. So the fail-safe item to buy for a makeup enthusiast is an eyeshadow palette. Now, which eyeshadow palette you get them is, well, there are a lot of options, so it's kind of subject to where you go and yeah, it's subject to where you go and what type of person they are. There are neutral palettes, and I will put some of my favorite neutral palettes. These will be from Sephora, just for reference. So there's neutral palettes, then there's mixed palettes, which would be a combination of neutral and color, and then there's colored palettes. Now, if you've never seen them wear color a day in their life, maybe stick to neutral. If they kind of dabble here and there, then you can do a mix, like a mixed palette. And if they ever show up to you in person looking like this, then I think it's safe to say you could get them a colored palette. But in terms of bang for your buck and staying on the safe side, I think a palette fits that the best, and I will put, like I said, some of my favorites. Next in beauty, and I can't show you this, but I do have it because I'm currently using it, is a ring light. Now, you do not have to be a content creator to own a ring light. If you just like taking pictures or just like taking selfies, a ring light is a wonderful gift. You don't have to get a really expensive one or a really big one at that. I think mine is a 12-inch diameter, and it was like $130 on Amazon by Neewer. You don't have to get the big one, you can get the small one, but a ring light for a girl that likes to take pictures. Are you here? You're with me on this, right? A ring light for a girl that likes to take pictures, or even a tripod, so that they can take pictures outside or just they can take pictures freehand. So a ring light tripod and a USB remote, sorry, a Bluetooth remote, so that they can press the shutter button from a distance. Even if you are not a content creator, those are bomb products for those that like to take pictures. So next thing we have in makeup brushes, or sorry, next thing we have in beauty is makeup brushes. So as long as they are decent quality makeup brushes and the person uses makeup, I don't think anyone would turn down a makeup brush because they're useful. Some decent ones that you can get for a decent price are Real Techniques, and they have several bundles, like the Everyday Essentials bundle. This is for face, eye, and cheek. So you get 4 brushes and a sponge. They also have such as the Artist Essentials, which is for face, eye, cheek, and lip, and you get 5 brushes in that one. They also have some of my favorite brushes right now are from Real Techniques, and they are their custom complexion brushes. So they have this one, which is the face brush. They also have a contour and a blush brush. They are phenomenal. They work with cream and powder products. You can adjust the height of the bristle so you can be more compact versus more fluffy. Literally, if you got the face, the contour, the blush, and then like one of their eye kits, you could do a full face. That's like, so 4 products, done deal. So highly recommend these brushes. But any decent brush set is a wonderful gift, but I highly recommend those Real Technique ones. In the beauty category is a hot brush. This is the Revlon hot brush. This was so popular last year. I'm not gonna show you the front of it because it's disgusting. They have a round brush style brush right now, which came out more recent than this one specifically. It depends on how one styles their hair. Like, I don't round brush my hair because it doesn't stay straight anyway, so there's no point in that. But if you have straight hair and you're going for more volume, then the round brush would work better if you're just trying to blow dry your hair straight than this one. But a hot brush has changed the game for drying your hair or blow drying your hair, so highly recommend. And you don't have to get the Dyson one. I mean, you could. If that's in your budget, then go ahead and get the Dyson one. I have no experience with the Dyson hot tools. I just know they are upper echelon when it comes to these types of things, but like, I have the Revlon one and I like it, so I recommend the Revlon hot brush. Last in the beauty category is a light up mirror. Now, I use this every day. This is by Magic Fly. I bought it to go on vacation 2-3 years ago, just before the pandemic started. My boyfriend and I went on a cruise, and the lighting, if you've ever been in a cruise cabin without windows, the lighting in a cruise cabin sucks. So I brought this with me. I got stopped to have them check my bag while I brought it with me, but like, it wasn't a problem after they realized it was a mirror and I'm just high maintenance. But this thing is great. It is dirty right now, so apologies, but it opens up. It's got, let me try not to blind you. It's got one big mirror. There are 2 mirrors on this side and a big mirror on, or a long mirror on the other side. The 2 on this side are 3 times and 2 times the magnification, and then it lights up. So yeah, these light up. Right now it's not plugged in, so I can't turn it on, but you can also battery operate this. So if I put batteries in the back here, I would be able to use this without the plug, but it also has a plug. It's just a mini USB that plugs into a traditional adapter into the wall, and you can have it wall powered or you can have it battery powered. I had it battery powered while I was traveling, so I did have batteries in this while I was traveling, but like I ended up having an outlet anyways, so I could plug it in. But you can use it both ways. I got this on Amazon. I will see if I can link it, because this is like my favorite thing in the world. I use it all the time and I've had it for so long. But any sort of light up mirror like this is great in terms of doing makeup. This also tilts all the way up. It doesn't turn, but you can just like turn the whole thing. It's fairly small. It's bigger than my face, but it's still quite compact, so I can see my entire face in it. But yeah, this is my favorite. You can also do full length lit mirrors, like vanity mirrors. I want one of those. I just don't have anywhere to put one, but I've always wanted one of those. So yeah, a mirror with lights, basically. Because if you get a mirror with lights, especially if you get the vanity or the floor length mirror, it will serve two purposes. It'll be the ring light, as well as a really decent, good quality mirror that you can like see in to do the makeup. So if you want to, excuse the phrasing, but if you want to kill two birds with one stone, get a really big lit mirror. All right. So we're gonna move on from beauty and go to the inner child, because that's my favorite. So consoles are always on the list, right? But in terms of for all ages, I highly recommend the Nintendo Switch. Now, I don't have the bumpers on this because my brother borrowed them, but I recommend the Nintendo Switch. I have the Pokemon edition because my boyfriend bought it for me for Christmas last year. It comes. He also got me this case. Yes, I know it's fairly childish. However, get you Mario Party, get you Mario Kart, and you can sit down with a group of grown-ass adults and play that for hours. Okay, so don't come for me. You can do that with like any console. There's a lot of party games on every console, but like, could you say no to Mario anything? There's a new Mario Party game out, so I would highly recommend the Switch and the new Mario Party. Fun for all ages, fun for all age groups. You can have a whole party dedicated around it. Just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful gift. Now, this I don't have, but I have always wanted and think it is a wonderful gift, and that is a karaoke mic. Again, for the idea of spending time with family or with friends, party games. I like having things to do, and I love karaoke, so having a karaoke mic just seems like the easiest way to go about it. I will link one with decent reviews in the bottom, but gift it to somebody that loves to sing that can't sing, and they will whip it out every time that there is an opportunity. So just be mindful of that. But if you know someone that loves karaoke, this is a wonderful gift. And even if you just want a mic so you could harass people, that's a good gift too. Okay, going back to consoles, I personally, for my Switch, I have the Pokemon edition one, but you know, consoles don't often come in different patterns, different colors. You have to wait for the special edition, and then they end up being more than what the standard console is because it's special edition and then they're hard to get, and sometimes you don't even like what the special edition looks like, or you like the collaboration but like you don't like the design. If you are buying a gift for somebody that already has a console, get them a console decal. Now I have one. I have an Xbox One, and I have a console decal of a drawn version of Ariel. So my controller and my console have Ariel on them. I'm not gonna bring my Xbox all the way out here because it's like in its console station, so I'm not doing all of that. But I brought my controller, so that is what the controller looks like. So that's the controller with the decal, and it has the same print on the Xbox. This one has just started peeling, and I've had this for like 6 years, I want to say 5 or 6 years, because yeah, 5 or 6 years I've had this specific decal on this controller, and I hold this, right? So it started peeling off the controller. The console's fine because it's not like I manhandle the console. But if you want a custom console and you don't want to pay for the limited edition, or you just want more variety than that, buy a decal. I will link the website that I got mine from, but they do them for all consoles, including the Switch. So they also do it for phones and stuff and your laptop, but that's neither here nor there. You can get cases and stuff for your phone. There's not much options for consoles, so I would recommend it specifically for consoles. And it matches my wallet, like, come on. This one can get pricey, but if you are a Star Wars fan, or you know a Star Wars fan, I'm sure they will highly appreciate it. You just might want to know either if they're on the light or dark side, or who their favorite character is. But my favorite character is Ahsoka Tano, and this is her lightsaber. Yes, it's still in the box because I'm crazy. I need to hang it, and I haven't found the perfect spot to hang it yet, so it's still in the box. But I've had it out several times. It was out like all Halloween, but come on, it's so cool. So this specifically is a Force FX Black Series lightsaber. There are plenty of different companies that make lightsabers. Force FX Black Series is just one of them. So it comes in parts. These are the newer ones, and the newer ones come with kyber crystals. And basically you can put the kyber crystal in the blade and it will light up with the crystal in it. Like the crystal itself will light up. But you can also put the blade in. So this is the lightsaber blade. These ones I found are skinnier than the older ones. So it just goes into the base. So there is buttons on it. So this one actually changes colors. So this is the green. That's the blue. And that's the yellow. You can't really see that on camera, but it goes between like a dark green, a lime green, yellow color, and then blue. Which is dope because this is my first lightsaber and I have 3 colors. It also simulates blocking, so it makes noise. It also simulates blocking shots. So you can actually see the deflection on the blade in person. You're not gonna be able to see it because it's just gonna look like a beam of light, but it makes noise. And then it also simulates stabbing, slicing motions. You can kind of see that. So it's like it's penetrating something. Come on. This is cool. Like, you can't tell me it's not cool. I refuse to believe that this is not cool. And if you don't think it's cool, well, I'm gonna need you to keep that to yourself. But I think it's cool. It also comes with a stand, so if you want to just display the hilt without the blade, you can do that as well. But I'm telling you, if you know a Star Wars nerd, get them a lightsaber. Something more affordable, more versatile, and equally as nerdy and childish, pop characters. These are all things that I collect. This specifically is a unpainted Dumbo. I also have an unpainted Simba. I have a bejeweled Simba. I have quite a few pop characters. They have pop characters for everything, like from sitcoms like Friends to Grey's Anatomy to Lord of the Rings to literally anything you can think of. Honestly, they've got pop characters for it. They've got all kinds of Disney ones. They have basketball players, all kinds of athletes, famous people, just like regular celebrities. So I think you could find a pop character for every person. It's just a matter if they're if they have the type of inner child that would like to collect things like these. Like, if you just don't find any joy in it, then no. But it's a cool gift. It's kind of like really personal if you can find one that really speaks to the person. So pop characters, they're the new Beanie Babies to collect. This box is mint condition. Not that really matters. I don't plan on selling these, but yeah, so this is pop character. Another sort of inner child collectible thing are Build-A-Bears. Now, I'm not speaking of the normal bears. I'm speaking specifically of the collectible bears. I have one that lights up, or at least I had one. An ex-boyfriend bought it for me, and that relationship was so traumatic that I actually donated that bear, which was very sad because that bear lit up, like literally lit up. It was a holiday limited edition bear, and I can't get it back. But I could not look at that bear without thinking about that relationship. So, yeah, we don't have that one anymore. But like all of my bears are some kind of character or special in some way. So this one specifically is Bperfect, if you haven't noticed. I have quite a bit of the Star Wars ones. And these are like the only stuffed animals I collect. Yes, I'm a grown woman. If you don't find it attractive, that's fine. It doesn't bother me. But just in terms of anybody that is a collector at heart, or an inner child, or has an inner child, or is a child, Build-A-Bears are dope. Like, their recreations, especially of characters, are insane. Because like, you looked at this and you knew it was Boba Fett. He's not wearing an outfit. This is just the bear on its own. I also have Chewbacca, which is one of my favorite ones, and Darth Vader, and the Stormtrooper. Quite a bit of Star Wars ones. I also have Aladdin. No, I have the Genie, and I have Jasmine. I have Elsa. I have lots of Disney related ones. There's still quite a few that I am looking to get, but they just make such intentional gifts. Instead of just giving a bear, if somebody is like a Star Wars fan, he gets the Boba Fett bear, and it's just like that much more personal. So yes, Build-A-Bears. I always get mine, if you're collecting them, I get mine extra firm so that they have a better chance of lasting. But if you're getting it for a child, then I would stick to like plush softs. Another inner child, because this is inner child, yes, is Lego sets. Now Lego has plenty of adult Lego sets. I personally collect castles. So I have the Disney castle and the Hogwarts castle. And here, I got for my birthday, is the Elsa castle from Frozen. I haven't built it yet, obviously it's still in this box. This is not for the faint of heart. This is a huge box of Lego. It's 1,700 pieces. It's for 14 plus. Yes, I am much older than that, but like you wouldn't buy this necessarily for a young child. The manual is like a book. Not like a book, it is a book. It's a lot of steps. And this is the smaller castle. This is smaller of the castles that I have. Like the Hogwarts one I think is the biggest castle I have. That one took forever to build. But adult Legos, like come on, you can build them with someone, put it together, and then you're supposed to put it up as decoration. That's why I like the Lego ones, because they kind of, I mean not the Lego ones, I like the castles because they kind of are more decorative in my opinion. They also have a piano, which I want because like you can play the keys. It also has Bluetooth, so you can play music off of it, which I think is just absolutely dope. They also have buildings like the Taj Mahal, for instance, or the Eiffel Tower, I think they have. So if you want to go more traditional in terms of like statues, you can do that. I have an affinity for Disney, obviously, as you can tell. They just came out with Hedwig. I have to get that. It's not a castle, but it goes with my Hogwarts castle, so I need to get that. Yeah, they have so many categories that you can find something that people enjoy. Like they made the Home Alone house, which I don't like the movie Home Alone, but like you can, that's a big deal for some people. So yes, you can find Legos for adults, you can find Legos for children. If you're gonna get Lego for children, I would just stick to the create your own set box, which is just a bunch of Lego blocks and they can build what they want. But if you're into things like puzzles, this is just a 3D puzzle. So I don't know why people stump their nose at Legos, because it's just a 3D puzzle that you can put up. If you make a puzzle and you don't happen to stick it together with glue or lay it on a mat or frame it, you just like dismantle the puzzle afterwards. So don't turn your nose up at Legos. There is a Lego for everybody, I promise you. Don't knock it until you try it. Go to the store. They have a whole Lego land. Take a look, take a little browse. I think that was my last inner child recommendation, so we're gonna move on to the adult stuff, because you're an inner child but you're an outer adult. A purse is a very useful item for a woman or for an individual that doesn't have pockets. But fanny packs are amazing. I know we already know what fanny packs are and that this is all a rage, but like this style fanny pack, like there's a belt on it. This style fanny pack, this is bomb. This is is by Steve Madden. I got it from a Winners. I took it with me on vacation because I wanted to be able to just have my stuff on me. I didn't want to worry about leaving stuff around the boat. So I had this fanny pack, got me through the entire trip. It's fairly decently sized. So this is my phone in comparison to the fanny pack. But yeah, a really nice high quality fanny pack is great, especially if you are the type of person that is in like crowded spaces, or if you're going on a trip or anything like that. This is usually when I want a fanny pack and not a purse. Yeah, this one specifically is by Steve Madden. I know Coach makes them. I think Michael Kors makes them as well, but as a really nice gift, a really good high quality belt bag or fanny pack. As an adult gift, Nanoleaf. I have a Nanoleaf. I can't show you it because it's in the other room, and I can't take it off the wall. So I know you've seen TikToks and the reels and all of that people have colored lights in their rooms, and they usually have the LED strip lights, which are fine, work great, but the Nanoleaf is just a step higher. It's like upper echelon, if you will. They are not cheap in the slightest. During this time, they're usually on sale, or you can get bundle deals or stuff like that, so I do recommend it. But they're just so cool. You can place them in any pattern that you want. They come in different shapes now, different sizes, and then you have an app where you can custom make the pattern or the color scheme or the color itself. You can control it from your phone. You can turn it on and off from your phone. You can change the colors on your phone, all of that. You can make presets so you can switch between moods effortlessly. And there's also the Nanoleaf rhythm that reacts to sound, so that is also an option. But in terms of LED lighting, Nanoleafs are great. I can attest to that. They are expensive, but they are great. They are a good investment. Or you can do the RGB strip lights. Those work too. I just find they don't last as long. You lose the remote. They don't stick to the wall very well. So yeah, that's just something to keep in mind. This year I actually I'm giving this as a gift to somebody, so I can't really show it to you just in case they watch this, but you can print a picture on acrylic medium or metal medium. So Shutterfly is where I ordered this from. Now I know you've seen canvas and standard wooded frames and stuff like that, but metal, you can either do it glossy or matte, or you can do acrylic. And I think it just takes the quality of the picture up a notch. It gives it something a little bit more special. It can be more chic. It can fit with your decor better depending on which one you pick. So you can print on acrylic or metal. So I will leave that up there. And I'll link it down below. Find a picture of like either the person that you're giving it to, or you and the person that you're giving it to, or somebody that the person loves, idols, adores, and print it on metal and acrylic. It's just a little bit more interesting than like standard prints. Are your standard Air Force Ones. These are white, obviously. These are the standard Air Force Ones. I wear these with everything. Everything. I don't know what I was doing before I got these. I only got these last year. My brother bought them for me for my birthday. And honestly, I don't know what I was doing or what I was wearing before I got these. These go with everything. They are a staple to have. They honestly are easier to keep clean than people make it seem. So yeah, a pair of Air Force Ones. I think everybody should have a pair of Air Force Ones. They are a staple. They go with everything. In terms of going with everything, I wear Air Force Ones during the drier season, and when it gets cold as shit here, I wear Tims. Don't come for me, but I love Tims. I have like three or four pairs of Tims. These are my favorite. I wear them all winter. They say Timberland on the back. They're all black. I've had them for a few years now. I've never had to wash them. They look exactly the same, and I wear them with everything during the winter, and I'm talking about everything. Okay, this gets me through winter, and if it can get me through winter, it's worth being on this list. Okay, so don't knock it. I love Tim. They're good shoes. They keep my feet warm. They're comfortable. I wear them all the time, so I recommend Tims as winter shoes. This I don't have to hold in front of me, but if you are an adult or you know an adult, they will never ask you for this, so I'm letting you in on a secret. Buy them bed sheets. Good ones. I'm talking like satin or sateen or high count Egyptian cotton, high thread count Egyptian cotton, good bed sheets. They will never ask you for it, but they will thank you for it. Every adult needs bed sheets. You can never have too many bed sheets, and it's like the equivalent to socks but better. So buy good bed sheets. Invest in your sleep. They will thank you for it, especially if you get satin or silk or high count Egyptian cotton. Yeah, they will really thank you for it. All right, and the last gift suggestion I have is cookies or baked goods in general. I don't know any adult that would turn down a baked good during Christmas unless it's like allergy related. But yes, bake cookies. I bake cookies every year. I love baking cookies. Last year I baked like 4 different kinds of cookies. This year might be higher than that. Hopefully not, but I love me cookies. So I will put my recipe or the recipe that I follow for white chocolate cranberry cookies every year. I'll put it in the bottom, but aside from that, love cookies. I don't know if I'm going to film myself making cookies this year. It might be a little too stressful for me, but if you like the idea of that, let me know and I will see if I can make it happen. But yeah, that is my holiday gift guide. It is random, I know. It didn't cover all categories of life, but you know, I would be talking for hours. So that's just a few things that like I hold dear to me and I use all the time. So if you liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Happy holidays.